I first started surfing when I was 8 years old, back in where I grew up in Mataya in Tahiti. I saw the big boys surfing already, and it looked fun, you know, like they were having so much fun. So I just like that's their boards, and that's how it all started. I used to run a lot when I was a kid, like play soccer, but I was always the fastest, you know. I always told myself like to start last and always finish first, you know. So everything I do was about like my legs, because I was running fast. That's where my power comes from, you know, from soccer, playing soccer for years. When I was like around like 18, 19, that's where I told myself like, okay, power surfing is my thing, so I'm just gonna stick to it.
Skull and jaw from Rob.
The first layback hack that I ever saw was back in the 70s and was done by the 1976 world champion Peter Townend at the Stubbies Pro, and that was the first time that anyone had seen that manoeuvre, and it was something super futuristic. Through the 80s it was utilised to great effect, and it seemed to disappear for some years, but has been reintroduced because surfers are searching for variety in their performance. It is being done with more power and more grunt than ever before. The key to the layback hack is speed, and it's all about pumping and driving down the line, eyeing the section and having enough speed to drive through the whole arc of the turn. It starts with the bottom turn, and in that bottom turn the weight is actually centred or a little bit forward, and as you transition up the wave face, you'll see here that Michel's weight starts to head back towards the back foot, and he pushes out with the back foot, straightens that front leg a little more to get the right angles in the turn, and just drives the rail right around. The back arm is anchored in the wave face, and that front arm comes overhead in a full arc that simulates the same arc as the turn and lands onto the wave face behind him. The second part of the turn after you've anchored that back arm is to push out with the back foot and start to straighten that front leg a little bit as you push out with the back foot. And then finally you see that front arm comes down to touch the water with the back arm. He then keeps his core engaged, keeps his head and his shoulders and his upper body above the board, and that enables him to get back up into that position to transition into the next turn.